small business owner, you know that marketing can become really expensive really quickly. But the good news is you don't need a big budget to grow your brand. In fact, some of the most effective strategies are completely free, if you know how to use them. Hey, I'm Ashani. I'm the founder of a brand called Luna London, which is a wellness and beauty brand. On this channel, I share my journey to growing my brand, diversifying my income, and hopefully becoming self-employed. Hit the subscribe button if this is something that you're interested in. Right, let's talk about free marketing strategies. My first marketing strategy is social media, which I'm sure you're not surprised about. Everybody knows social media is a great way to market your business, and especially for free. But there's a difference between posting for the sake of it and posting to grow your business. So my first tip this year is just to post consistently if you aren't already doing that. By posting consistently, you're going to be able to collect lots and lots of data to see what's working and what's not working. Based on what's working, what I'm planning to do is then, if I know, okay, 5 bits of content about a specific topic is doing really well, I'm gonna go then and double down on it and keep making content around those specific subjects. And with those specific subjects, what I'll do is also repurpose that content for different platforms. So for example, if I'm posting something on Instagram and it's doing really well there and I'm getting little peaks in my analytics, I'll go ahead and then repurpose that for something like Pinterest or TikTok. And the thing is, you can use the same sort of scripts, but maybe adapting it for the specific platform, rather than creating, if I wanted to post something on Instagram and then go to TikTok, I don't necessarily need to go, I don't want to copy and paste content from Instagram to TikTok because it might not really, translate as well on the different platforms. But I can use the content that I've written down and the subjects as a basis to then go ahead and adapt it for this new platform. So I'm not starting from scratch to create content for a separate platform. I'm actually just using what I have and adapting it for that specific platform. My second bit of advice would be to be SEO optimized. And SEO, if you're not sure what that terminology means, is search engine optimized, and that really means using words that will help people find your content. So for example, to get to this video, you have maybe searched free marketing tools for my small business, and I've titled my video in that way so someone like you would be able to find it, because I know when I was looking to grow my brand, I was searching for similar things to find content about a specific topic. So if you're posting on Instagram or TikTok and you want to, you want somebody who, just say you have a beauty brand and it's focused on eczema, use those keywords in your posts so people with eczema will be able to find your post, to find your page, to find your, the relevant content for them. So always think about who are you trying to target and how are they going to find you. They're going to be looking for specific keywords. So think about your keywords when you're writing your captions, and it's a great way to be discoverable. A great example that I've seen just in the last few days is a girl had posted about an experience that she had with a brand 2 years ago, and this brand has now become, there's some kind of controversy about this brand, and all of a sudden her video is being picked up and it's 2 years later, but because she used the brand name and specific keywords, like maybe it was the brand name review or the product, she mentioned specific products within this brand, all of a sudden this video, which is 2 years old, which you probably forgot she even did, has picked up this huge amount of traction. So SEO is not for a short-term strategy, it's a really long-term strategy, but it's really helpful in getting discovered and getting your brand discovered. Tip number 2 is to build your email list, and I really can't stress this enough. So I can completely understand if you're just starting out, growing an email list may seem kind of pointless because you may have 10 people on this email list and you're like, well, why am I just emailing 10 people? It's a bit weird. The best thing about having an email list is that you can directly communicate with your customers or potential customers, and they're more likely to convert, meaning they're more likely to buy from you because you're turning up right in their inbox, undisturbed by, on Instagram it's so easy to scroll away, same with TikTok, you just keep scrolling, so you only have a very short time to capture someone's attention, whereas if you're in their email, there's a lot more focus on that email, let's say that. So here's how you can build your email list for free. So number 1, I would say, is to offer a freebie. If you're a product-based business, I would offer, a discount, which could be 10%, 20%, depending on your margins. If you are a service-based business, I would say then you could offer a free PDF or something that would be of value to your target customer. What would be enticing for them to give you their details? to collect your emails, you're going to need an email platform to help you collect those emails. And of course, if you're just starting out, you're not going to want to go for a premium, you know, one with all the bells and whistles. You want to just go for basic capture email address and details. So I would recommend platforms like MailChimp or ConvertKit. They have, like, you know, free plans depending on the number of emails you're capturing. I think it's like probably you can capture your first 100 for free, and then, you know, it'll start incrementally increasing based on the more email addresses you capture. The final tip I would say in terms of growing your email list is to make it super easy. Either put it in your link in a bio, a pop-up. I know a lot of people don't like pop-ups, but there's a reason why a lot of websites have pop-ups, and it's because it works. Everybody's looking for, you know, that first discount, especially if it's a new brand that they've not tried before. So don't be shy, just put it in there. If someone doesn't like it, they'll just X out and it's not a big deal. So tip number 3 would be to be featured on another platform. What do I mean by this? So we've all seen on social media people, like, you know, maybe 2 of your favorite influencers getting together to have a collaboration video or doing something like an activity or something specific, or someone on a new podcast, or a brand and an influencer getting together. The reason people do this is because it's a great way, especially if it's a good, you know, if the 2 parties align really well in terms of brand values and it's an authentic match. You're essentially both benefiting, so both parties would benefit from this collaboration because your audiences would be quite similar and like similar things. So it'll be a good fit because you're kind of cross collaborating, meaning you're both being exposed to each other's audiences who are most likely going to like your product, and therefore you'll be able to gain more traction and following from a wider audience. This is usually free and it's a really great way to grow, and it's definitely something I'm actively pursuing this year. So if this is something that is of interest to you, what should you be doing? What should you be looking out for? So you could do, you know, maybe you want to get featured on a specific blog, so you could reach out to a blog, a podcast, or you can even, you know, collaborate with other small businesses who are in a similar niche to you, but maybe serve different products, right? And the one thing I would say with that is it's always great to collaborate with small businesses, but what I found is sometimes they can, you know, if you're doing a competition, I personally don't like competitions that much because I find it attracts the wrong crowd of people. It's people who are looking for freebies. So maybe it's, you want to do something else, maybe host an event, I don't know. So maybe you want to do something else instead of a freebie, like host an event, or, you know, or maybe do like an Instagram live talking about a specific topic that is aligned with your audience. So this is a really great way just to engage the different audiences. The other tip I would have in terms of using other platforms is to post genuine and valuable information in either Facebook groups or Reddit forums. By doing this, you're adding a lot of value and intriguing people to learn maybe a bit more about the specific topic that you're posting about. You don't want to come across salesy or write, you know, hey, check out my website, because that never works. No one really cares to check out a website when someone just spams it. So really think about how you can engage in a genuine and authentic way that adds value to people, to bring them in and, you know, want to engage and understand a bit more about your business. So I would definitely recommend, if you are going to do that also, so if you are planning to post in Facebook groups or Reddit forums, just also double check the rules of that specific forum, because sometimes you may not even be able to post to your website, but you may be able to write it in text. So just obviously keep in line with the community guidelines of the platform that you're using. Finally, the other thing that you could do to get featured on another platform is to go out for press. And so there's a website called Haro, which is Help a Reporter Out. On that platform, you can essentially pitch yourself to help a reporter out. If it's about a specific topic and you may be knowledgeable in that topic, it's a great way to get featured in a publication and, again, bring highlight either to your profile or to your brand. I've seen people grow overnight by being featured in the right places at the right time. So it's definitely something that may seem daunting at first, but is really, like, you know, you can build a lot of traction very quickly. Tip number 4 is Pinterest. So Pinterest and SEO is so underrated. It's not as like sexy as social media. Everybody wants to go viral on social media, but places like Pinterest and like, you know, Google SEO is super helpful and actually like a really good way to just bring in continuous sales. A lot of my sales actually just come from being optimized on Google. Pinterest is so underrated as a marketing tool. It's essentially a visual search engine, and a lot of the time people are looking to buy something specific when they're using Pinterest. And unlike platforms like Instagram, Pinterest will push out your content for, you know, continuously. So it doesn't mean that you've posted it and now you have to refresh something with something new and, you know, that post is forgotten about until, like, you know, it's just done. You know, it could, again, it can have that TikTok effect where months and months later it could be found because you've used the right keywords. So here's how I'm utilizing Pinterest this year. Firstly, I'm going to be pinning content weekly. I'm repurposing my Instagram posts, blog posts, and even TikToks onto Pinterest because it's just an easy one to do. I'm making sure my descriptions are SEO optimized and driven. So again, that's making sure I'm having the right keywords for my target audience, making sure it makes sense and it's accurate to what I'm actually trying to bring people in to read. I'm also utilizing Pinterest Trends, which is a tool that shows you what people are looking at and are interested in at that specific time. This will help me create content that will be a bit more popular because it's trending at that time. Tailing on from the Pinterest and SEO side, I'm going into tip number 5, which is getting search engine optimized. I mentioned it briefly. Being optimized on Google brings in huge amounts of traffic to my website without me actually having to post on social media. So what I would do at the end of this video is just go ahead and actually Google your brand and see, like, where is it coming? Is it coming up on the first page or is it hidden in page 50? It'll show you whether, you know, people can actually find your brand or not. The first thing I would do if you're looking to get yourself optimized is to claim your business listing on Google. This is definitely a must for any product-based or local business. I would go ahead and make sure to encourage a lot of customer reviews because of course that's going to build a lot of trust and help other people to make better purchases for themselves. So when writing your product descriptions and your blog posts, be really intentional that you're using keywords that your target audience is going to, you know, be looking for. If it's something related to gardening or baking, make sure you're writing, you know, as many keywords in there as possible that would be relevant to your target audience. But of course it also has to make sense. For me, as I mentioned, being SEO optimized has been invaluable to my business. So those were my 5 free marketing tips for you. Hopefully you found it useful. I'll definitely do a follow-up video to see how things are going and see how the progress is going, because those are the things that are working right now, but marketing is definitely something that's ever evolving. And yeah, maybe in 3 months time there's going to be this whole new way to market your business and we can talk about it. So please go ahead and drop a comment and let me know if you feel like I've missed anything out and there's another way that you market your business for free. And please go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, I'll be here every Wednesday, so thank you for watching. Bye.